But we have seen so many crises. This automotive industry is all about crisis.
Jeep just dropped a bombshell that's shaking the entire car market to its core. A brand built on adventure and reliability is now at the center of a market-shifting storm. With dramatic decisions, slashed prices, and a strategy no one expected, Jeep is turning heads and raising questions. Could this move redefine the car market forever, or signal a new kind of crisis? Stick around to discover what's really happening. What's happening? Jeep has always been more than a car. It's been a symbol of grit, adventure, and unshakable American spirit. But what happens when a brand that once conquered roads and trails begins losing its path? For over 8 decades, Jeep has been synonymous with rugged durability. Born out of necessity during World War II, it became an emblem of strength and freedom. The original Willys Jeep carried soldiers across unforgiving terrains and into the hearts of millions. Over the years, Jeep evolved, adding the Cherokee, Wrangler, and Grand Wagoneer to its arsenal, each model celebrated for its unmatched capability and timeless design. However, cracks are beginning to show. Stellantis, Jeep's parent company, has introduced changes that are turning this rugged warrior into a vehicle that many loyalists barely recognize. The bold, unpretentious spirit that made Jeep famous is fading, replaced by a push for premium pricing and luxury appeal. These shifts are creating waves of concern among its most ardent supporters. Jeep's heritage of adventure and durability is colliding with modern demands. But why has Stellantis chosen this controversial new path, and what does it mean for the future of this legendary brand? A pricing crisis. Jeep's rugged vehicles were once within reach for the average buyer. Now, sky-high prices are leaving many wondering if the brand is losing touch with reality. Stellantis has decided to rebrand Jeep as a luxury vehicle line, but this gamble comes at a steep cost. Take the Jeep Grand Wagoneer, for example, a model that once symbolized family-friendly utility. Now, fully equipped, it can cost over $100,000. Meanwhile, the Gladiator, Jeep's adventurous pickup, starts near $70,000 in its Rubicon trim, and even the base model is priced at $55,000. For buyers who cherish Jeep for its rugged affordability, these price points are disheartening. The problem isn't just about sticker shock. Stellantis' strategy is pushing Jeep into a market it doesn't dominate. Luxury brands like Mercedes-Benz and Range Rover have decades of experience catering to high-end buyers. Jeep, by contrast, built its legacy on value and durability. While premium materials and advanced tech might justify higher prices for some, they clash with Jeep's rugged, no-nonsense image. Worse, these price hikes are coming at a time when economic conditions are pushing buyers to seek affordability. Inflation, rising interest rates, and the growing cost of living have left many buyers unwilling or unable to pay a premium for a Jeep. As a result, dealership lots across the country are filled with unsold inventory, from Gladiators to Grand Cherokees. For Stellantis, this isn't just a pricing misstep, it's a financial disaster. Jeep's pricing gamble is alienating its core audience and leaving dealerships struggling, but the financial impact goes beyond unsold cars. It's creating ripples that are hitting workers and communities hard. The economic ripple effect. Job cuts and layoffs aren't just headlines, they're personal. Jeep's troubles are hitting workers and families harder than anyone imagined. Behind the scenes, Stellantis is scrambling to address its inventory glut, and its solutions are leaving deep scars. At the Detroit River Yard plant, over 400 workers were recently laid off as part of Stellantis' cost-cutting measures. Temporary closures, shift reductions, and job eliminations are becoming the norm across Jeep's production facilities. These actions, while aimed at stabilizing finances, are devastating for the workers and families who depend on these jobs. The impact of these layoffs extends far beyond the factory gates. Small businesses near Jeep production plants, like diners, barbers, and grocery stores, are feeling the strain as workers tighten their belts. Local schools and community organizations reliant on the tax revenue generated by these jobs are also at risk. This isn't just an economic problem, it's a social crisis affecting entire communities. For many of these workers, Jeep wasn't just an employer, it was a source of pride. Building vehicles like the Wrangler or the Gladiator was about more than earning a paycheck. It was about contributing to a brand that stood for strength and resilience. Now, with job losses mounting, that pride is turning into frustration and uncertainty. The economic toll of Jeep's missteps is undeniable, but the damage isn't limited to its workforce. As Jeep drifts from its roots, it's alienating its most loyal customers. Losing touch with customers. Jeep was once the heartbeat of adventure. Now, its loyal fans are asking if the brand still understands them. Jeep owners are not just drivers, they're enthusiasts. They attend off-road events, customize their vehicles, and form tight-knit communities bonded by a shared love of adventure. For decades, Jeep cultivated this loyalty through rugged, reliable vehicles that embodied freedom and exploration. But as Stellantis pivots Jeep toward a luxury image, it's leaving many of these loyalists feeling forgotten. Take the Wrangler, a model celebrated for its simplicity and off-road prowess. Jeep's decision to introduce high-end trims with luxurious features like leather interiors and advanced infotainment systems is raising eyebrows. While these upgrades appeal to some buyers, they're alienating others who see Jeep as a tool for tackling the outdoors, not a luxury ride. Adding to the tension is the rise of formidable competition. Ford's Bronco, a revived icon, is stealing market share with its blend of affordability and off-road capability. Toyota's 4Runner, long a rival to the Jeep Grand Cherokee, continues to offer a rugged alternative without venturing into luxury pricing. Even Subaru, with its Outback, is attracting buyers who once might have chosen a Jeep. Jeep's identity crisis is driving its loyal customers into the arms of competitors. But the question remains, why is Stellantis doubling down on a strategy that seems so risky? The luxury gamble. Jeep's decision to go luxury isn't just bold, it's baffling. But is Stellantis overplaying its hand? Or could this risky move reshape the brand forever? The push to position Jeep as a luxury brand has taken center stage in Stellantis' strategy. The introduction of high-end models like the Grand Wagoneer, complete with a six-figure price tag, signals the brand's desire to compete with top-tier luxury automakers. However, this move raises a critical question. Does Jeep have the brand equity to pull it off? Luxury brands like Range Rover or Mercedes-Benz have spent decades cultivating an aura of prestige. Their vehicles aren't just modes of transportation, they're status symbols. Jeep, by contrast, has built its reputation on ruggedness and affordability. While the Grand Wagoneer offers plush interiors, cutting-edge tech, and impressive performance, its steep price alienates the brand's traditional audience. Stellantis' gamble is clear. Elevate Jeep's image to attract higher-spending customers. But in doing so, the company is venturing into a fiercely competitive space. Established luxury brands dominate this market, and newer entrants like Rivian are raising the stakes with electric vehicles that combine luxury and innovation. The luxury gamble could redefine Jeep's future, or it could unravel its legacy. But Stellantis' challenges go deeper than pricing. They're baked into its production and inventory issues. The inventory overload. Rows of unsold Jeeps aren't just a bad look, they're a ticking time bomb for Stellantis. How did the company's production miscalculation get so out of hand? Dealerships across the United States are struggling with a glut of unsold vehicles. From Jeep Wranglers to Gladiators, dealership lots are packed with inventory that simply isn't moving. This isn't just a hiccup, it's a systemic issue that reflects poor planning and an overestimation of demand. Part of the problem lies in Stellantis' aggressive production targets. To maximize economies of scale, the company ramped up production, expecting sales to keep pace. However, economic factors like inflation, rising interest rates, and shifting consumer preferences have dampened demand, leaving dealerships with more vehicles than they can sell. The consequences of this overproduction are severe. Unsold inventory ties up capital, strains dealer relationships, and forces Stellantis to offer steep discounts and incentives to move cars off the lot. While this might benefit consumers in the short term, it erodes the brand's profitability and devalues its vehicles. Adding to the challenge is the shift in consumer expectations. Today's buyers demand not just affordability, but also fuel efficiency, advanced technology, and environmental sustainability. Jeep's gas-guzzling SUVs and trucks, while iconic, struggle to meet these demands in a market increasingly dominated by hybrids and electric vehicles. Jeep's inventory crisis highlights deeper flaws in Stellantis' strategy, but it's not just about production, it's about regaining the trust of a disillusioned customer base. The erosion of customer loyalty. Jeep owners once wore their loyalty like a badge of honor, but today, even the most devoted fans are questioning their allegiance. What went wrong? Jeep's relationship with its customers has always been one of its greatest strengths. Wrangler owners proudly display their vehicles' badges of honor, mud splatters, trail scars, and the unmistakable 7-slot grille. These aren't just cars, they're symbols of adventure and resilience. Yet this bond is being tested like never before. As Stellantis pushes Jeep toward a luxury image, many longtime customers feel alienated. The high price tags, coupled with a perceived shift in priorities, have left some questioning whether Jeep still embodies the values they once admired. Off-road enthusiasts lament the rise of premium trims with features they don't need or want, like plush leather seats or oversized touchscreen displays. To them, Jeep's rugged utility is being replaced by unnecessary extravagance. Adding to the discontent are persistent concerns about reliability. Over the past few years, Jeep has faced criticism for quality control issues, from frequent recalls to high repair costs. These problems undermine the trust that has been a cornerstone of Jeep's relationship with its customers. Meanwhile, competitors are stepping in to fill the void. Ford's Bronco has successfully captured the adventurous spirit that Jeep seems to be drifting away from, while Subaru's Outback and Toyota's 4Runner offer rugged alternatives without the premium price tag. Even electric vehicle startups like Rivian are appealing to Jeep's audience with promises of off-road capability and sustainability. The erosion of loyalty is a warning sign that Jeep can't afford to ignore, but Stellantis' challenges extend beyond its customer base. It's grappling with an identity crisis at its core. An identity in crisis. Jeep's rugged spirit is legendary, but Stellantis' recent decisions are leaving many to wonder. Has the brand lost sight of what made it great? For decades, Jeep has been a symbol of freedom, adventure, and resilience. Its vehicles were built to conquer any terrain, from rocky trails to muddy back roads. The brand's identity was deeply rooted in its capability and durability, qualities that earned it a loyal following among off-road enthusiasts, outdoor adventurers, and everyday drivers alike. But Stellantis' strategy to rebrand Jeep as a luxury nameplate has thrown this identity into turmoil. By focusing on premium pricing and upscale features, the company is shifting away from the rugged ethos that has defined Jeep for generations. This isn't just a marketing misstep, it's a fundamental departure from what the brand stands for. The disconnect is most evident in models like the Grand Wagoneer. While its luxurious features and high-tech amenities are impressive, they feel out of place in a lineup historically associated with rugged simplicity. For many buyers, a Jeep is meant to handle dirt and grit, not showcase opulence. This identity crisis is compounded by Jeep's struggle to adapt to a changing automotive landscape. The rise of electric vehicles, shifting consumer preferences, and increasing competition from both legacy automakers and startups are putting pressure on Jeep to evolve. However, Stellantis' attempts to balance tradition with innovation often seem clumsy and disconnected. Jeep's identity crisis is at the heart of its struggles. How Stellantis addresses this will determine whether the brand can reclaim its place as a leader or continue its slide into uncertainty. Addressing pricing missteps. Jeep's pricing strategy is more than just a numbers game. It's the battleground where the brand's future will be won or lost. Jeep's recent struggles are inextricably tied to its pricing decisions. By elevating costs across its lineup, Stellantis has inadvertently priced out many of the loyal customers who once defined the brand. The Grand Wagoneer's six-figure price tag might grab headlines, but it's the price hikes on the bread-and-butter models, the Wrangler, Gladiator, and Grand Cherokee, that are doing the most damage. Consumers today are price sensitive, especially in a market where economic uncertainty looms large. With inflation eating into disposable incomes and rising interest rates making car loans more expensive, buyers are less willing to stretch their budgets. Stellantis' decision to push Jeep into luxury territory has turned off not only budget-conscious buyers, but also those who value Jeep's rugged, no-frills identity. To correct the course, Stellantis needs a more nuanced pricing approach. Instead of emphasizing premium trims and expensive features, Jeep should focus on providing value across its lineup. This means offering competitive entry-level models that capture the spirit of adventure without breaking the bank, while reserving luxury features for optional packages. By doing so, Jeep can re-establish itself as a brand that caters to a wide audience. The financial implications of pricing adjustments are significant, but they're outweighed by the cost of alienating Jeep's core customer base. Strategic pricing changes, coupled with transparent communication about the value of Jeep's offerings, can help the brand rebuild trust and drive sales. Revisiting pricing could open the door to a broader audience, but Jeep's challenges go beyond the numbers. The brand must also confront its production and inventory woes to regain its footing. The production overhaul. Overproduced vehicles are clogging dealership lots, and Stellantis is scrambling for solutions. Is it too little, too late? Jeep's production strategy has been a double-edged sword. On one hand, the brand's commitment to meeting anticipated demand reflects optimism and confidence. On the other hand, the current inventory overload highlights a fundamental miscalculation that's costing Stellantis dearly. The sight of unsold Wranglers, Gladiators, and Cherokees sitting idle on dealership lots is a stark reminder of the disconnect between production and market realities. Each unsold vehicle represents not just lost revenue, but also mounting costs for storage, transportation, and discounts required to move inventory. These financial burdens are compounded by the negative perception created by overstocked lots, a problem that suggests poor management and dwindling consumer interest. Stellantis has responded with temporary production halts, layoffs, and even plant closures. While these measures might reduce immediate costs, they don't address the root cause of the problem, a lack of alignment between production and demand. What Jeep needs is a more agile, demand-driven production system that adjusts output in real time based on market trends. Investing in better data analytics and forecasting tools could be the key to achieving this balance. By leveraging technology to predict consumer behavior, Jeep can avoid overproduction and reduce the financial strain on both the company and its dealerships. This approach would also help restore confidence among dealers, who are critical partners in Jeep's recovery. Streamlining production is a vital step forward, but solving internal challenges won't be enough. Jeep must also address its position in a rapidly evolving market. Competing in a changing market, the SUV market is booming, but Jeep is struggling to hold its ground. What happened to the brand that once defined this category? The automotive landscape has shifted dramatically in recent years, and Jeep is facing fierce competition from all sides. Legacy brands like Ford and Toyota have doubled down on their SUV and truck offerings, while new players like Rivian and Tesla are redefining the market with innovative electric vehicles. For Jeep, maintaining its relevance means navigating this crowded field while staying true to its core values. One of Jeep's biggest challenges is the rise of electrification. As consumers increasingly prioritize sustainability, the demand for hybrids and fully electric vehicles is surging. While Jeep has made strides with models like the Wrangler 4xe, it still lags behind competitors in offering a diverse electric lineup. Brands like Tesla, Rivian, and even Ford with its electric F-150 are setting new standards for performance and innovation in this space. At the same time, traditional competitors like Subaru and Toyota are leveraging their reputations for reliability and affordability to win over customers. The Subaru Outback, for example, offers off-road capability at a price point that undercuts Jeep's similar models. Meanwhile, Toyota's 4Runner continues to appeal to adventure seekers with its rugged design and dependable performance. To compete effectively, Jeep must embrace innovation without losing sight of its heritage. This means accelerating its electrification efforts while ensuring that new models maintain the ruggedness and durability that Jeep is known for. Additionally, the brand should explore partnerships and collaborations to bring cutting-edge technology to its vehicles more quickly. Competing in a changing market requires adaptability, but innovation alone won't save Jeep. The brand must also rebuild its relationship with the customers who've been left behind. Rebuilding consumer trust. Jeep's legacy is built on loyalty, but that loyalty is fading fast. Can Stellantis win back the hearts of its disillusioned customers? For decades, Jeep owners have been among the most passionate and loyal in the automotive world. The brand's rugged image, off-road capability, and iconic designs have inspired a sense of community and pride among its customers. But recent missteps have put this loyalty to the test. The shift toward luxury pricing, coupled with concerns about reliability and quality, has created a rift between Jeep and its traditional audience. Longtime customers feel alienated by the brand's focus on upscale features that don't align with its rugged identity. At the same time, high repair costs and frequent recalls have eroded confidence in Jeep's reliability. Rebuilding trust will require more than just better products. It will demand a renewed commitment to transparency, quality, and community engagement. Jeep must listen to its customers and address their concerns head-on. This could involve extending warranties, offering more affordable maintenance packages, or launching initiatives that highlight the brand's commitment to quality and durability. Community building efforts will also play a crucial role. Jeep can leverage its passionate fan base by hosting off-road events, creating loyalty programs, and supporting conservation projects. These initiatives would not only reinforce Jeep's adventurous image, but also demonstrate that the brand values its customers beyond the point of sale. Rebuilding trust is a long-term endeavor, but it's one Jeep can't afford to ignore. As the brand looks to the future, its next steps will define whether it can reclaim its place as an industry leader. The road ahead. The automotive world is shifting toward electrification at a pace that few could have predicted a decade ago. Jeep has made strides in this area with the Wrangler 4xe and other hybrid models, but these offerings are just the tip of the iceberg. The question is no longer if Jeep will electrify its lineup, but how effectively it can execute this transformation. Jeep's electrification efforts must address key challenges: affordability, performance, and infrastructure. While the Wrangler 4xe has captured attention, its high price tag limits accessibility for many buyers. Jeep needs to develop electric models that maintain the brand's rugged reputation while appealing to a broader audience. This includes integrating off-road capability and durability into electric vehicles without compromising on range or reliability. At the same time, Jeep must tackle the charging infrastructure problem. For off-road enthusiasts, the ability to charge in remote areas is a critical concern. Jeep could lead the way by investing in innovative charging solutions such as portable chargers or solar-powered stations at popular off-road destinations. Electrification offers Jeep a chance to redefine its legacy, but innovation must go hand in hand with preserving its identity. Beyond electrics, Jeep faces another pressing question: how to secure its global position in a competitive market. Expanding global reach. Jeep's future may lie beyond American borders, but can the brand adapt to diverse markets without losing its essence? Jeep has long been a symbol of American ingenuity, but its appeal isn't confined to the United States. In regions like Europe, Asia, and South America, Jeep has built a strong reputation for durability and capability. As the global automotive market continues to grow, Jeep has an opportunity to expand its reach and strengthen its position worldwide. In Europe, where compact SUVs dominate, Jeep must tailor its offerings to align with local preferences. Models like the Renegade have found success, but the brand needs to double down on fuel efficiency and emissions compliance to remain competitive in an increasingly eco-conscious market. Meanwhile, in Asia and South America, affordability and reliability are key selling points. Jeep could benefit from introducing smaller, more cost-effective models that appeal to these regions' unique demands. Expanding globally also requires cultural adaptation. Jeep must ensure that its marketing and branding resonate with diverse audiences while maintaining the adventurous spirit that defines its identity. Collaborating with local suppliers and governments could further solidify its foothold in these regions. A strong global presence can secure Jeep's long-term future, but to truly thrive, the brand must also address its internal culture and rebuild its reputation from the ground up. Rebuilding internal culture. A strong brand starts from within, but Jeep's recent turmoil has left its workforce and culture in disarray. Can Stellantis rebuild the foundation? The layoffs and production cuts that have defined Jeep's struggles are more than just numbers on a balance sheet. They're symptoms of deeper issues within Stellantis' corporate culture. Morale among employees has taken a significant hit, and restoring it will be essential to Jeep's recovery. A motivated workforce is key to producing high-quality vehicles that resonate with consumers. Stellantis must prioritize transparency and communication with its employees, offering clear plans for Jeep's future and addressing concerns about job security. Employee engagement programs, skill development initiatives, and competitive benefits could help rebuild trust within the organization. Leadership also plays a critical role. Jeep needs visionary leaders who understand the brand's heritage and can guide it into a new era without losing sight of its core values. Carlos Tavares, Stellantis' CEO, faces immense pressure to demonstrate that the company is committed to Jeep's success, not just its bottom line. A revitalized internal culture can create a ripple effect, improving not only employee morale, but also the quality of Jeep's vehicles. The next challenge: winning back the hearts of its loyal customers. Winning back the Jeep community. Jeep's community has been its backbone for decades, but recent missteps have left many feeling betrayed. How can the brand reignite its most valuable asset? Jeep has always been more than just a car manufacturer. It's a lifestyle brand with a passionate community. Jeep jamborees, off-road rallies, and owner clubs have created a sense of belonging among its customers. However, Stellantis' recent decisions have strained this relationship, leaving many longtime fans questioning their loyalty. To win back its community, Jeep must double down on engagement. This means hosting more events that celebrate the brand's adventurous spirit, from off-road challenges to conservation projects. Jeep can also leverage social media to foster connections, sharing user-generated content and creating forums where enthusiasts can connect and share their experiences. Transparency will also be critical. Jeep must acknowledge its recent challenges and communicate openly about how it plans to address them. By showing that it values feedback and is committed to change, the brand can begin to rebuild trust. Reconnecting with its community is Jeep's chance to reignite its legacy and turn loyalists into advocates. The road ahead may be steep, but with the right strategy, Jeep can navigate these challenges and emerge stronger than ever. What do you think lies ahead for Jeep? Will it overcome these obstacles and reclaim its place as an industry leader, or are its best days behind it? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take on Jeep's future.